What is going on, guys? Sid here with another FIFA 22 video, and happy Thanksgiving, guys. It's 8 a.m. on the East Coast, and wow, I'm so groggy right now, but I got a busy day ahead. So guys, I kind of fell off with FIFA 22, and it was pretty much because every time I've attempted to pull a huge player, every damn time I've grinded up to a huge player, god tier level player, guys, I've struck out every damn time. I did a couple of the Team of the Week upgrade packs when Mbappe was in packs. Guys, nothing again. There's absolutely no huge pulls on this channel. This channel is dead. It is so freaking dead, right? I don't know what else to tell you guys. This is just so wild. So I think last week I was telling you guys I was taking a step back as well, and that was pretty much to just get a hold on everything else going on around me and just trying to work up back in terms of my cardio and my physical fitness and things like that. So yeah, I'm trying to get all that stuff done, but the Neres card looks amazing, Chong looks amazing, Banza looks amazing, Draxler looks amazing. There's a lot going on right now in terms of amazing like players, right? But it's just wild. I have not packed, even though there are so many great players being offered as SBCs, I have not packed anything huge, right? And it's really unnerving, right? It's unsettling. But in any case, we've got two rare players, right? I've got to jump up in Rivals to Elite eventually, right? So I think today, probably if I get some time today, we'll do Rivals. We'll jump into some Rivals matches and hopefully make it to D1 today, and then from D1 to Elite, right? So today and tomorrow will be like Division 2 stuff, right? But my team is just so subpar, right? In terms of power, right? And then there's just weirdness that goes on, right? I'm running a weird I'm running this side, right? And this side's all over the place. It's mismatched, it's whatever, right? And then you'll get into like 3 or 4 matches where it's like the Messis, Neymars, Mbappes, and Ronaldos, and Salahs, and everything, right? So Prem teams and Ligue 1 teams this year are really overpowered teams, right? So you usually run into those guys and the hybrid squads as well. And then you're going to get so defeated and so demoralized by the time, and then you'll play a normal team. And by the time you play even a normal team, you're no good, right? And it's just fatigue, right? So I'm looking to climb again, but I need a huge player. The Banza card, the SBC, I'm probably going to do like right away. Unless they drop something on Thanksgiving. I don't know if they will. But I think the Banza card will probably be the best super sub in my team as soon as I get it done, right? But with that being said, we've got 2 rare players packs, right? I don't really care for the Messi because I'm not running that side, but you can use him as a super sub, I guess, a right forward, right? Rare players pack number 1 coming up, right? And we also have that SBC, right? So is this a big pull? Because of course it's not, right? It's a Marquinhos, which isn't bad. It's a regular Marquinhos, which is not bad. That's actually very usable, right? So I do have a duplicate Rodrigo, which is good, right? Because we are doing that SBC gold tension, and I've almost got it done, right? We got 24,000 coins in the bank, so that's probably going to get done now. So second rare players pack for today. All right, so yeah, like I said, right? My rewards have not been there this whole year, right? Up to now, it's just been disgusting, right? So we got a gold preview pack, right? Is it big? DeVry. It's an 85. So, I mean, that's, we can probably do another one, right? Get the DeVry. How much is the DeVry going for? Right? 85 should be going for something right now, right? 8,000. I mean, it's not bad, right? 8,400, right? Eventually he'll sell and exit sword items later. See how much CM to Cam is going for, and then I've essentially made back my coins, right? Over time, I mean, in like an hour or so. I mean, there's no rush, right, for the most part. So let's just see what center mid to Cams are going for right now. But guys, yeah, this has just been terrible, right? It's been a terrible, terrible FIFA 22 experience so far in terms of pulls, right? Relevant pulls, relevant to the time period of the game cycle. 14. That's CM to Cam that sells right there. So it's 18,000 coins, and then get a couple extra coins, right? And we get to preview another pack, which is the main reason for doing that. So we have another preview pack. Can we get something huge? Whoa! That's a bigger pull! Okay, so that's a Thiago. So we just went from an 85 to an 86. What's going on right now? My pack weight in my preview packs are a little better. They're actually much better than they have been in weeks, right? So this is just wild. So let's buy this pack as well, right? And Zapata, I think, goes for something as why not? We pick him up. So we get gold tension, so it's a jumbo premium, right? We're gonna send these guys through, and this will probably be the final pack, and then we get Banza, right? And I think I'm gonna use Banza as a super sub almost immediately. Oh yeah, we have another preview pack, right? Forgot about that. So, can we get something absolutely insane right now? That's gonna be the question. And it's back down, right? So, didn't last long, and this is a terrible one. So, our luck has finally ended on Thanksgiving, right? So, I'm just gonna breathe, take a breather real quick, right? And let's see how many blocks. It's an 84 and an 83, right? So, 14 of the weak players. Alright, so this is done. We get a jumbo gold pack, right? So we get the first block done, and the 83 block pretty much have to grind up to once some items sell, right? So we've got a jumbo premium gold players pack. Let's get that out the way, and the jumbo gold pack, right? Is this huge, right? We just need an assortment of 83s, right? Essentially, and we should be good to go. That's a terrible pack. A lot of low-rated fodder, which will be good for marquee matchups, right? That's much better for marquee matchups, right? We'll be able to farm some stuff. But, okay, so now we need coinage. Agbana is gonna go for something. Alright, so we're going to do an 81 double upgrade pack, right? We might as well. Kind of need some high-rated fodder right now, right? So let's look at the gold rares. We should have... Okay, there we go. We get two 81 pluses, right? Should be good times. Oh, man. What a terrible video. I've only got 2,000 coins remaining. We have stuff that will sell. But this is just really ridiculous, right? A lot of bronze pack method. But we've got the 85 DeVry that we're waiting to sell, right? and then we'll get the Banza, we'll put a Hunter on him and use him as a Psycho super sub, right? So let's send everything to the club. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Otherwise, we'll have to wait for marquee matchups, right? So, not fun. Whoa! 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 87 De Jong. I don't think he's going for anything, though. But that's really, really powerful. Right? That just... Wow. 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 So we save Sangare. That's pretty much it, right? Okay, so we get a small Prime Electrum Players pack from it, and Simon Banza is done. Simon Banza is done, and we just need a Hunter, and we're good to go. We're good to go. Just one item needs to set. Whoa! Brain fart. I thought that was the other pack. But yeah, that's still huge, right? This is a godlike super sub, right? Stats are just distributed so nicely as for a super sub, right? So I'm gonna have fun with that guy in Weekend League, definitely. Only got 235 coins left. Why did I say 1,000? I just upped it by 3 digits, right? Okay, we get a team of the week randomly. Okay, so that's quick sell value, right? So I do get some coinage back. All in all, this is not. So we get 10,000 coins back plus the stuff that sells, right? So pretty much. This was actually a more forgiving week of FIFA, right? One of the more forgiving weeks than I've had in a very long time. Huh, interesting. So we've got to get, do we have a Hunter himself? Right, because he's going, Banza is going, like almost like right away. Banza is going straight to the top. So we've put a Hunter on Banza. Right, and he's high-low 6'2". Absolutely insane. He's probably going to replace Inaki Williams at some point in the game. Right, we can even attempt to drop him down as a cam, but that doesn't really make sense. We want to use him as a striker. Right, what the hell? Put my phone to vibrate, and guys, it's time. Alright, so initially I wanted to play 3 matches, but since it's Thanksgiving and I'm kind of pressed for time, figured let's play 1 match. Let's have a really, really good debut match in Division 2, right? And we start the climb from D2 to D1 today, right? With this team. And Banza is looking really, really, you know, the card looks really, really good on paper. I can't stress that enough. He looks, I picked him, you know, if you guys zoned out in the first half of this video, pretty much I want to use him as a super sub, right? That's my intention of using him, right? Because he obviously doesn't, unless you're running like a full French side, which the game's kind of pushing you towards this year. I kind of figured that out. Right at the start of the FIFA 22 cycle. You know, and I was thinking about it, but I didn't want to be boring. Honestly, I didn't want to be boring. But anyone who's not new to FUT could have probably extrapolated from the way the national team's playing that if you're running a full French side, right? You know, if you want to run a full French side, it would be insanely overpowered. But guys, get into the first match. Banza's not on yet, right? It's 0-0, 33 minutes in, right? And what I had to do, right, early on, right, I was getting a feel for the player, right? I hate that. That's my old formation, right? And the weakness in that formation is the midfield, right? The way the midfield moves in game. But the strengths of that formation that my opponent's running is pretty much the forward pressure. There's a lot of attacking pressure when you're playing with a left forward, right forward, and a striker, right? So you can easily cut through the midfield and dominate the midfield, right? That's a given, right? Unless you're running a God squad, then that formation's really, really strong. But the way he's running it, he doesn't really have any, defensive capabilities in the midfield, which makes it actually quite easy to break apart, right? And for you to just counter and do the little things right. But guys, there was a lot of forward pressure. My opponent was giving me a lot of forward pressure, especially with the Salah card, right? But in the first half, I didn't feel at any point threatened, right? And I just get this freaking amazing outside, since the third patch, right? Since the most recent tweak, finesse shots are back. Like, they're really back, outside the box and inside the box. They're back, right? They're back in full form, right? So the second goal with Fekir was just an absolute stunner, right? And I felt really comfortable, but I think I got a little too comfortable, if you know what I mean. And I think I switched off, right? I switched off after the second goal because I didn't really feel threatened. Like, no offense to my opponent, I just didn't feel, but it's probably due to the formation. I didn't feel threatened. I felt like I was playing well, but then bam, right? So a little bit of drama was added, right? My defensive backline kind of like broke apart unexpectedly, but it happens, right? Because this is just how the game plays, right? It's really, really rubber bandy at times, right? So even though I didn't feel threatened, right, there was still a defensive hiccup, right? And you have to expect that. You have to expect that. But the second goal now, right, for whatever reason, the second goal, I can't tell if it's just like a hiccup in my connection, right? He scores a second goal, right? It's coming up. But it's like a combination of the two, where my defensive backline just starts getting stupid, right? So he lobs it over Koulibaly, right? But I blocked that shot, but I just feel like my defense, like, I don't know, like, it's just something just irked me about the second goal. The first goal, it was legit, right? I shut off, and he just, it's just the natural way that FIFA plays. But remember, I'm bringing Banza on, right? And I want to test this player out, right? And look at the amount of space, because the card has 99 attack positioning and the card has 99 finishing. The card naturally is just going to find those open places, right? Those open spaces, and he's got all the pace in the world, right? So I can feel it. It's just getting a handle of the 85 dribble, right? But yeah, right there, my back line flubs. Like, it's not me. My back line flubs, right? I can't tell if it's a lag thing or it's just, just a natural flubbing. And that's when I kick in. That's when I'm like, okay, you know what? No, that's when I change gears a little and I start bringing back on my forward pressure, right? Because he's putting on a lot of pressure and I'm getting, it's not that I'm getting complacent. It's kind of like I'm firing on a cylinder, then I have to match his firing, and now I have to go up a level. And that's exactly what I did. And what was the reasoning for, repeat after me, what was the reasoning for picking up Banza? It was to be that clutch player, right? And guys, look at the pass. Laser pass, weak foot shot. Guys, 3-2. Right at the ending, right? And all I had to do, 84th minute, and all I had to do here was just hold onto the ball, right? So as soon as I was able to, he's a little hard to strip, right? But as soon as he made that risky pass, that stupid pass, right, just had to hold onto the ball. And it's no offense to my opponent. My opponent was he had a lot of forward pressure, right? So it was a great match to try out that super sub. So weirdly enough, Banza does exactly what he's supposed to do, right? He's supposed to come in as that clutch player right at the ending and secure the win, right? Because he's fresh. And guys, he plays exactly like you would expect him to play. The dribbling stats are acceptable, but he shoots it with his weak foot. And yeah, the card is really, really beast, right? He's got perfect attack positioning and finishing. He's got the 4-star skills, right? He's high-low, and he just needs to do the one thing, right? And that's to win. But weirdly enough, in the second half, the 2 goals, it felt like my team just switched off. My defense just switched off just randomly, right? It felt like that. It could have been lag. It could have been me, my drop-off. I didn't feel like I dropped off in the game, but it happened. This goal was actually a really brilliant goal, right? Because he cut through me, right? And I didn't expect that. That goal was legit. The second goal, it felt like my defense just, like, went to sleep for some reason, right? But it made it all the more insane because look at the amount of space I got on this break. And Banza does the simple thing correctly, right? And he was picked up. I picked him up for that clutch, for the clutch play, the clutch moments, and guys, it's legit. I would love to have him as a starter, but unfortunately, I'm not running that side. So guys, that's the first match in D2 for this morning, right? And I feel like we're gonna be able to, with this team, we're slowly but surely building up this team to be absolutely godlike and unbreakable soon, right? So it's gonna be, you know, I'm gonna make a god squad eventually, right? But yeah, so we will have marquee matchups to round out the day, and you guys are gonna get that video as soon as humanly possible. But what would I say about Banza, his initial impressions, right? As a clutch player, he's a 10 out of 10 clutch player, right? 9 out of 10 to 10 out of 10 clutch player, right? The only thing, 9 to 10, right? In Division 2 though, right? But Division 2 players are really elite, you know, they're most likely elite level players. That probably just didn't play Rivals yet, right? They're probably D1 level players, right, from last season. D1 to elite level. But here's the thing, right? He felt like a D2 player, right? Here's the thing, right? We're still trying to ensure that the first team, the first squad, right? The primary squad is the sickest squad possible, right? So there's a lot of things that we still have to be able to do to ensure that that is the case, right? But this is what this team is looking like right now. Hopefully they drop some content for Thanksgiving along the same time as marquee matchups, and hopefully we get a treat, right? But this has been a treat to do, right? This has not been like one game played with Banza, 1 goal scored with Banza, right? How do I feel about the card? I feel like the card is a little bit of it's future proof, right? So it feels like he'll be able to come on as a super sub for the remainder of the season, right? For the remainder of the first half of the season at least, right? Probably until December. I kind of like how this is shaping up. The team is looking good, right? Hopefully Jesus Navas will come out on top and we'll get an upgrade with him. Lodi, I haven't checked the standings as of yet, but hopefully he's done the business and he will be upgraded because these are live cards, right? So live cards will move up naturally. So the only thing is to ensure that we get a better version of an Inaki Williams card, or to get a super duper, yeah, I honestly think it's just probably gonna be like maybe an icon or something like that, right? So stay tuned for marquee matchups, and that'll be how we round out today's video, right, for Thanksgiving. Cheers. Alright, so it's pre-Black Friday. They've got a lot of stuff, a lot of content dropped right now. It's 1:16 p.m. I'm logging in a little late. Scrapped a couple of versions of this video because I was like deciding what to do, what not to do. They got a flash challenge out right now, but I think for this instance, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just do marquee matchups and send it up. Do the rest of the Black Friday stuff on the phone, right? I was like really just like pruning and seeing what I could do in the shortest amount of time possible to bring the video up to you guys as soon as humanly possible, because the video is actually quite long, right? So there's Defrel, awesome league player objective, right? We've got 2 new icons, right, to work towards too. That Roberto Carlos looks pretty sick. Looks a little underpowered for this stage in the game, but it looks good, right? Kylian Mbappe's here, right? Pre-Black Friday. It's the best of, it's the best of, right? So Mbappe's there. Team 1's now available, right, in FUT 22 for 2 days, right? Essentially. So it doesn't look bad, right? The Mbappe's still there, Salah's still there, Son is there, Goretzka's there, right? I don't see too many players that would make it into my starting squad, but Mbappe would, right? I would literally start switching around the side in order to get it working. But guys, earlier today we tried out Banza, right? And this portion is gonna be clipped into the video, so you guys will already know that, right? But we see what's dropped, right? There's a flash challenge. It's a Prime Mix Players pack. I'm gonna have to bronze pack method that pack, right? But I guess for right now, right? And there's also the Common Ball Libertadores. The Libertadores SBCs, right? You got a rare mixed players pack and a small rare gold players pack. The small rare is actually a little better, right? So I'm gonna probably do that on the phone, and it'll probably be good times because I have a lot of these. I already did one pack opening, right? It didn't yield me anything. I think it was like yielded me like an 83 Spinazzola. Yeah, yielded me Spinazzola. And now I've got some untradables. So what we're going to do right now, really quickly, right, because all my rares are selling now, right? All my bronze deck method work is finally paying off. So I've got 25,000 coins. And hopefully by the end of today and tomorrow, we'll have some decent fodder. We'll have some decent coinage, right? So we can end up getting some fodder to maybe work up to something else. But for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to do all of the marking matchups, right? And it looks really, really freaking straightforward, right? So, all right, so Chelsea versus Manchester United, done. We're going to use this pack to help build the other packs, even though I feel like we're going to have like a lot of like low-rated fodder in the club regardless. So we've got a Prime Mix Players pack. We are doing marquee matchups, right, to end off this video. And we're probably going to do the Black Friday specials. Probably on the phone, right? That makes the most sense. Right now, I feel like we should really be sending everything to the club, right? Just so we can do the flash challenges correctly, right? Okay, so Real Madrid and Sevilla are done. That one took me a little longer. I don't know why these players are so rare. Small Prime Gold players back from this back, right? And hopefully we can see something big, right? No, that sucks, right? And my actual pack luck is still in the mud, right? Still nothing to ever write home about, right? So we are doing these in reverse, right? These are actually really, really good SBCs, right? Very easy to accomplish, right? Nothing too outlandish, right? So we do have a lot of Serie A players, so we're just gonna dump these bad boys on here, right? Not really paying attention to whatever else there is at the moment. I just want them on the chopping block, right? So we do need a Napoli player, right? Alright, so that was a fast one. Mixed players pack from it back, right? Can we finally see something absolutely insane? You never know in this game, right? So mixed players pack, can we see something brilliant? Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So that's that, and let's just finish out. Let's round these bad boys out. With the easiest one, players from the same league, minimum 4. Okay, so again, that's very easy, very fast, very straightforward requirements, right? So let's just throw all the Bundesliga players on. Don't really take a second guess about it. That's everything, right? So, yeah. So marquee matchups is done. We got a small Prime Election Players pack from it back. And we get a mega pack, right? Mega pack is actually decent. So from this, I think we can do an 81 double upgrade, right, to round out the video. And we have a really, really content-rich video today, right? So do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new. I know it's been a while. There's been like a FIFA drought, right? A serious FIFA drought in terms of pack pulls, right? We haven't seen anything insane on this channel. period in FUT 22. This is the first year that it's been like this for me, which is wild, absolutely wild. But here's the mega pack, right? And I'm gonna get this video up to you guys as soon as humanly possible. We do get a big pull, decent sized pull. It's gonna be Hummels, right? So we do get some coinage back, right? That's not too bad. It's not too shabby. I'm gonna send everything to the club for now, right? I'm probably gonna sell the Hummels, right, on the phone. But that's actually decent, right? It's a decent pull. It's much better than what I've been pulling consistently, right? So the leftover rares, they do find a home right now, right? So we're gonna throw this. We're gonna make 50 chemistry really quickly, right? And from the 50 chemistry, we are we're good to go, right? We got one of these bad boys done as well, right? So we do have some fun in this video. Let's just move these guys around. That's the only thing, right? So nearly there, nearly there. Just hang on tight. There we go, right? So 281 plus rated rare players, right? So we get an 81 double upgrade done. We get the Banza done. We get every damn thing done, right? The Defrel card looks really, really good. Gotta definitely probably, like I said in the video, right? French players, right? Pushing you to a French side this time around. Who do we get? Left backs, Guerrero. Okay, so we get Hummels and then Guerrero. Okay. And we get Dembele. Ah, interesting. Okay, so I think I want to do one more. I'm feeling lucky. Alright, so 11 rares, right? And we get the second 81 plus double upgrade pack to you guys as soon as humanly possible. Guys, this has been a fun video, right? It's been a while since I've had so much fun in FIFA 22, but yeah. Guys, now it's just time to bronze pack method the rest. I've got 11,000 coins. I'm going to sell the Hummels. So should get some influx of coins right now. But can we get something huge? Goalkeeper, young. Okay. So we get an 84, we get an 83, we get a couple 83s, right? I mean, they're not the worst pulls in the world. They're also not the best pulls in the world. With me, right? But this has been good times, right? So we don't get anything good in the remainder, in the packs that they offer today, right? But we do have the flash challenges. I will be doing it on the phone. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Peace, love, all the blessings to you and yours. This has been Sid. Cheers.